Promotion for the Fantastic Four is kicking off, and unfortunately that means Pedro Pascal gets to open his mouth. Since he is rapidly becoming the next Rachel Zegler, it would be in Disney's best interest if he were to shut up. Let's see why. Promotion kicked into high gear with a major puff piece from Collider, and trust me, I have more to say about that later, but for now, let's hone in on what Pedro Pascal said, which is what's going viral, and what That Park Place also highlighted in their recent article. Pedro Pascal says he loves being led by powerful women, as Sue Storm takes the lead in Marvel's Fantastic Four. That title pretty much says it all, and this day and age, the audience is so fed up with powerful women that such statements is enough to kill any movie stone dead. So making comments like these is mayhaps a little bit tone deaf. But the virtue signalers in the various marketing departments behind spin pieces like this is nothing if not tone deaf. That Park Place write-up reads, Marvel's The Fantastic Four First Steps isn't just reimagining its team dynamics. It may also be a reflection of its lead actor's real-world mindset. Pedro Pascal, who plays Reed Richards in the upcoming MCU reboot, is no stranger to playing second banana to powerful women. He praised his co-star Vanessa Kirby in a recent Collider interview with comments that have already sparked widespread discussion. And then came the comments, beginning with what he said about co-star Vanessa Kirby and how generous he is for allowing her to take the lead, or rather for doing what's in the script. I love being led in a way, Pascal said when asked about working opposite Kirby. What you may identify as generosity, for me it just isn't. I'm only inspired by, I guess, just powerful women have been the thing that has gotten me through being alive. So, to have the opportunity to stand by one, learn from one, just a partner, it's a partnership, it's male and female, but it's also just a kind of transcendent sort of partnership in the work and in the characters. And so I don't really know what the fuck I'm gonna do without you, Vanessa, honestly. Ignore the movie for the moment, because that is a male co-star talking about the female lead, which makes this really disturbing. Here, I think it's opportune to bring up a clip that has gone viral of Pedro Pascal needing to physically touch Vanessa Kirby in public settings because he allegedly suffers from social anxiety. Now, I don't know the accuracy of that viral clip, but I will say that if that indeed is true, I do find it disturbing that he needs to physically touch a co-star that way, no matter how safe he may be around women. And yes, that is a reference to the rumors that he's gay. Either way, his behavior in that clip is what used to make up Me Too stories. And when I read that quote, after having seen that clip, it just becomes weird.
Weird.
I mean, bring a handler and have them pose as your girlfriend or something if you need to touch someone that badly. Doing that to a co-star is just wrong. And even without that, that quote is deeply unsettling. I guess just powerful women have been the thing that has gotten me through being alive, he said. Yet he needs to touch one just to manage being in front of a live audience. So clearly he did not escape unscathed, even with the help of powerful women. Or perhaps because of that. I don't know. But let's move on, for That Park Place continues. Kirby herself responded in kind, calling Pascal the most supportive male actor she's worked with. I've never had a male actor as a counterpart who's been so utterly equal and supportive of the relationship. But also the female character opposite him, she said. I just feel so grateful every day to have an actor like Pedro who is so generous. Generous for what? Reading his lines? I mean, this is manipulative marketing at its worst. Trying to sell you on this family dynamic. Because in reality, She's saying that Pedro Pascal is totally awesome and generous for actually reading his lines and allowing her to take center stage, like the script, producers, director, movie, agents, and literally everyone and everything else involved with making the movie demands that he does. For she is indeed the lead in this latest installment of the MCU, and not him. So really, she is thanking him for refraining from hijacking the movie from the producers and director and making it all about himself, as if that was an option. That is literally the premise of her words here. The movie, though, is all about her. That Park Place continues. The conversation adds fuel to an already blazing fire surrounding Marvel's creative direction with first steps. Producer Grant Curtis recently stated that Sue Storm, not Reed Richards, is the true center of the Fantastic Four. If you do go back through the comics, you realize that Sue Storm is arguably the leader of the Fantastic Four, because without Sue Storm, everything falls apart, Curtis told Collider. Kirby herself emphasized that Sue won't be portrayed as a boss bitch or a caricature, but rather with a genuine feminine soulfulness. Which is Hollywood for that she'll be portrayed as a boss bitch and a caricature. Just not quite as much as the female Silver Surfette, who will be the real girl boss here. The write-up then continues. Director Matt Shakman has also noted that Sue will be the head of the Future Foundation in the film. He described the pair's dynamic as an idealistic society, adding, "If he is the most scientifically intelligent person, then she is the most emotionally intelligent person on the planet." Again, that's code for that Reed will be cucked and ridiculed for being rational and analytical, while the movie will celebrate her being overtly emotional and promote that as a good thing, better by far than being rational. Messaging like that, from propagandists that actually believe it, is why the audience has abandoned the MCU. That Park Place chimes in. While Pascal's deference to powerful women may align with his acting philosophy, it has raised questions among some fans about what this means for the traditionally authoritative role of Reed Richards in the Fantastic Four lore. Reed has long been depicted as the leader of the group. He's Mr. Fantastic, it's right there in the name. Reed's role is that of an aloof genius responsible for guiding the team. Shifting that role to Sue Storm goes beyond a simple narrative update. It's a deliberate reversal for the characters. They then proceed to cover how Adam Driver was offered the role, but passed on it because he couldn't emotionally connect with the script or character. And we know multiple other actors passed on the role for similar reasons. Which tells us everything we need to know about how Reed Richards will be handled and what a girl boss movie this is shaping up to be because of it. And Pedro Pascal just removed any lingering doubt about that. This, of course, was just one small fragment of that whole Collider spin piece, which we will go through in full, and there's plenty more to say about that. We also have a video coming soon on how Marvel inadvertently may have damaged female-led action movies for years to come, and you don't want to miss out on that. To make sure you don't, please smash that like, hit subscribe so you don't miss any updates, and make sure you're able to receive notifications. With that, let me know your thoughts on Pedro, and if you think his touchy relationship with Vanessa Kirby is cute and endearing. Or maybe a bit on the creepy side, in the comments.